Another week and another TWAB by Bungie. Today we're going to be taking a look at the changes that they've made, and without further ado, let's get started. Alright, let's begin. Happy TWAB Day, Guardians. This week we are back with a bit of a hefty TWAB, including some weapons and the economy changes mentioned last week. So sit tight because we are going to be passing the mic to a few different teams to chat with us today. Trick or treat. We also wanted to call out a reminder for Festival of the Lost starting next week. Our social channel will have the trailer Tuesday morning. Let's go. But before we share all the candy and goodies, we wanted to share our newest costume. Wait a second, this is Destiny. We're talking about ornaments. And just look at the armor that's going to be available next week. I'm so ready. I can't wait till Tuesday's reset. National Coming Out Day. Hey there, folks. October 11th was National Coming Out Day, a day of awareness, education, and solidarity for the LGBTQA plus community. It's a day of celebration, the act of being true to yourself, and encouragement to change the world by embracing you. And there'll be a link in the description. If you guys want to check that out, I'll have it there. Destination material update. Alright, Guardians, it's time to discuss the changes around the destination material, so let's hand the mic over to design lead John Kalaninsky. Hey Guardians, John Kalaninsky here again to talk to you all about destination materials. You all know all those dust like shards, helium filaments, microplastic that you've had sitting in your inventory for years. We've taken a lot of time to evaluate their place within Destiny 2 and have decided that in Season 19 these items will say goodbye. But why have we made this change? What does it mean for you all as you explore the various destinations in Destiny 2? Well, read on and you'll find out. Starting in Season 19, players will no longer be able to obtain the following items: dust like shards, microplastic, helium filaments, Byron bows, spin metal leaves, glacial starwort. The key word here is obtain. Unlike previous currencies that we have removed from the game, these materials will not be fully deprecated, but I'm getting ahead of myself. More on that in a bit. A simpler economy. First and foremost, we have to talk about why we decided to make this change. After all, these materials have been part of the DNA of Destiny since the very beginning. The simplest answer is that Destiny has grown to become a much more complex game than it started as all those years ago. One of the major goals that we have on the economy team for Destiny 2 is making the game more approachable to the new and returning players. One way that we can do that is by reducing the number of currencies that players need to understand and keep track of. This helps us reduce the cognitive load that Destiny's economy places on the player. With fewer currencies to manage, it'll be easier for players to learn and remember the value of items that they have in their inventories. Removing these materials also benefit players by freeing up inventory space and making it easier to find items that they're looking for. Alright, public service. Now that you know about the changes to the material exchange, you are probably thinking, well, there goes the easiest way to get Glimmer. And that's not lost on us. To offset this, we want to take an opportunity to breathe new life into a part of Destiny 2's gameplay loop that maybe doesn't get as much attention as it used to: public events. In 2019 in season 19, public events will be getting a big glimmer boost, especially the heroic version. So the next time you see a fallen mining for glimmer on the EDZ, take a moment to hop off your sparrow and help your fellow guardians take home some of that sweet shimmering glimmer for yourselves. When completing heroic public events, players can expect to earn between 10k and 12.5k glimmer. When completing normal public events, players can expect to earn between 3300 and 4645 glimmer. These are raw numbers without glimmer boosting mods or bonuses enabled. So that basically means that with more mods and stuff, we're probably going to get more than the glimmer that they're showing right here on screen. So I can't wait for that. The price of change. As mentioned earlier, the only use for destination materials will be at Raul's material exchange. That means that anything that previously cost a player destination materials, such as purchasing exotic weapons at the Monument to Lost Lights, will see some updates. In case In the case of these legacy exotic weapons, the destination material cost will be replaced with a legendary shard cost. Raid exotics such as Anarchy and Terabot will see no changes to their current costs. Other items that once saw destination materials as part of their purchase cost, such as upgrade modules, enhancement prism, and ascended shards, will simply see the destination material cost removed entirely with no further changes to their current price points. Mod Squad. In a world without destination materials, there are a few ghost mods that need to be addressed. First, the three materialism ghost mods, Crucible, Gambit, and Vanguard, will be removed at the start of Season 19. Additionally, the Bountiful Harvest mod functionality has changed. Equipping this mod to your ghost will now increase Glimmer when harvesting from resources nodes. I'm living in a material world and I'm a material garden. The primary source of destination material has always been resource nodes scattered across the various destinations in Destiny. Those resource nodes are not going anywhere, and it's still in every player's best interest to collect from any of the nodes you see along your journey. As many players noticed with the release of the Witch Queen, the deposits of fundamental Osium found around Savatoon's throne world did not grant a currency, but instead delivered Glimmer, XP, and reputation directly to the player. Though we will not be creating new reputation system for our previous destination vendors such as Devrim, Failsafe, Petra, and others at this time, we will be working to improve these experiences. In fact, Devrim K and Failsafe are longest tenured destination vendors who have been with us since the Red War will be getting a small update in Season 19. I wonder what that update is going to be. The reputation system that saw players turning in destination materials to gain reputation ranks have been removed. This also means that there are no longer rank requirements to purchase armor from these vendors. Additionally, the ghost shells and emblems that were once earned via reputation rank increases can now be purchased directly from Devrim or Failsafe for 10 legendary shards each. We have also increased the number of daily bounties that Devrim and Failsafe offer from 3 to 4. Though we don't have reputable bounties to add to these destinations at this time, it brings us closer to parity across all of the destination vendors. Finally, we will be removing the sale of sunset weapons from both vendors when the season goes live. This is largely to prevent players from wasting resources on weapons that cannot be upgraded to the current level cap. As I mentioned at the beginning of the TWAB, we are passing the mic like a hot potato to a bunch of teams today. This section is another one of those, so let's gather around and see what our LATAM community manager Bruno has to say. This TWAB could also be this week at Brazil, since we launched our social media channels for Brazil on Tuesday. Oba, if you want to get updates in Portuguese, just go and drop us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Brazil is a wonderful country with passionate players, talented artists, and outstanding creators, like Everson Mito, who we featured in a community focus not so long ago. With the launch of new international social media channels, the reach of our communications will now go a bit further and give us the capacity to better support international players. Understanding the needs of different parts of the world and gathering feedback in more direct way will for sure help us deliver a better Destiny experience. So let's not mince words here and celebrate. This is a big step for us, and we couldn't be happier. See you, Starside Guardioles. Future items. In addition to the items mentioned in last week's swap, we wanted to make note of a few more things we are looking at tuning sometime in the next season. Not necessarily at launch. Special ammo, linear fusion rifles, Lawrence Driver, and Arbalest. Ammo aim reduction, flinch tuning, machine gun balancing, make them a better heavy option in PvP, reduce the difference between them and other heavy weapons in PvE, make them less punishing to use for ad clearing, remove damage penalty to Dead Man's Tail at 5 stacks of Carnial Spike. Known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our help forum. Players can sometimes die when transporting to the Nightmare Realm in the Duality Dungeon. They should have been fixed that. The Duality introductory quest doesn't count Master Mode completion for the quest objective. The Griffalcon Humberg Exotic Hunter chest piece has been disabled. The Dawn Chorus Exotic Warlock helmet does not appear in collections. The Cry Immunity Heavy Grenade Launcher incorrectly appears in the special grenade launcher section of collections. Some players are unable to place relics from pirate hideouts in the helm and have to use alternate characters. And there you have it, Guardians, this week's TWAB. We know it was a lot of info to share all at once, so please feel free to sound off on socials with any questions you may have. We are always learning and adjusting our communication methods, so we appreciate your time when responding to us with that kind of information. Okay, it's time to get back out there. Thank you for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you next week with our favorite mask on for Festival of the Lost. Stay crafty, Sam. And there you have it, guys. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this week's TWAB. Let me know if you liked it, if you like the changes that are coming to season 19. I think they're pretty good changes when it comes to all the materials and stuff. Just let me know in the comments. And if you did like this video, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you and have a good day. Peace.